Over the past few years, I have had the privilege of doing volunteer work in prisons here in Southern California. I met this woman named Bella. Bella was a lifer. She came from a very brutal, violent past. And when I was working with her, I realized that I had to use some stronger approaches. So I pulled out some of my powerful analytical techniques, such as Gestalt therapy, psychosynthesis, and reality therapy. And I fused that with some spiritual techniques that I learned from around the world. After our hour-long brutal session, Bella looked at me with tears streaming down her face and said, "You just blazed my soul."
Lisa Haisha, founder of Whispers from Children's Hearts Foundation, Hollywood therapist, and soul blazer. Transformational life coach, author and speaker, world traveler, and humanitarian, soul blazer.
It really resonated with me, and it really touched me and made me realize who I need to become.
Where Lisa really helped me was where to find out to put focus in my life.
And I was able to kind of work on some things already, and I look forward to continuing to study these masks and kind of identify some things within myself.
Lisa's soul blazing workshop was phenomenal. It changed my life forever.
Soul blazing is an accelerated method of stripping away your illusions, delusions, and confusions and setting your authentic soul free. It's a way of improving your emotional and social IQ. So after many years of working with clients, I realized that we all wear masks. And that sounds pretty simple and basic, but we all wear masks. When we're talking with our boss or our girlfriend or boyfriend, lover, friend, colleague, whoever it is we're talking with, we shift. We could tell the same story, and depending on who we're speaking to, that story will sound different. There's 8 imposters that are living inside of us, wreaking havoc with our lives. The first one is your wounded inner child. Now, our wounded inner child is that aspect of us that feels needy and clingy and has a need to be rescued. Second one is the therapist. Our inner therapist goes through life with this cold, judgmental attitude. They are critical and usually come from their mind and not their heart. The third one is the clown. The clown is the aspect of us that tries to make light of things that really hurt us. Then there's the sex god and goddess, and this is the part of us that lives life through our libido. We manipulate through sex, manipulate through showing affection to others. And this is the toughest one of all, the narcissist, the one that is a perfectionist, always has a need to be right. He disassociates himself from that aspect of him that is ugly. The next is the philosopher. The philosopher is the side of us that is the artiste, or the intellectual. And we go into our cocoons and we create or we read or we study something that, is significant to us. And then we have a need to go out into the world and share this. And if we don't get a positive response, we go into this funk. And then there's the fixer. The fixer is the part of us that focuses on other people's problems so we don't have to actually look at our own. It's the person who's always on the phone gossiping, and if one of your friends does something great, it's, oh my God, she got this because of this, or that. It's not about praising, it's about judging because we're so afraid of living our best life. And those are the imposters. And what our goal is to come from our authentic soul. That aspect of us that knows that there's something much bigger in life, much bigger than ourselves. Our authentic soul seeks nirvana. Our authentic soul it has the capacity to offer nurturing and love to others in need. Isn't that a great place to come from? And we all have it inside of us. It's all there. It's just accessing it. So here are 5 steps that I created to help you get to a place where you can actually live through your authentic soul and ban these imposters from your life. The first one is be able to go through your own dirt. Dig through the rubbish and see who you've been. See how you've been living your life. Map out your life. That's how you create your legacy. Actually make a plan. And the third one is learning something new every day. That's when you are inspired, and that's when you have something to offer and share. And the fourth one is organize yourself. If you're not organized, you can't accomplish anything. And the fifth one is documenting it. Document this journey of yours. You don't know who's going to read what you wrote, but it's about sharing who you are. If you touch one soul, just one soul by what you've been through, then you've done something great. You've accomplished something. All it takes is time and tenacity, courage and commitment, and a soul that's willing to soar. I'd like to put this as directly as I know how. Your life will never be fully complete until you travel outside your comfort cocoon. I'd like to challenge you to break something. Something I like to call your comfort addiction. Over the past few decades, we have been literally paralyzed by comfort. We've taken our affluence for granted. We've lived off our credit cards, and now we're paying the debt. America has turned into one big fat couch potato. I personally believe that travel is a vital key in helping us cure comfort addiction. I've traveled extensively over the years, and I started the Whispers from Children's Hearts Foundation, which offers volunteer travel for people. Because I realized when you step outside your comfort zones, that's when you meet your soul. That's when you meet your authentic soul. So travel connects us. And what our affluence has done to us has separated us. How many of us sit home and stay on our computers or just text people? We don't even call people anymore. Most people choose comfort over challenge. The more we don't challenge ourselves, the more pain we truly feel. Because we know we're not giving the gifts that we were meant to give. We know we're hoarding our talents. I've worked with many successful people, from top CEOs, movie stars, prostitutes, business managers, secretaries. I've worked with a whole gamut. And one thing they all had in common was they were sitting in front of me in my office. They were sitting in front of a soul blazer.